Let's go, let's brawl, let's talk boxing. We're back. Been a little hiatus, but hopefully you enjoy the next series of videos that we're gonna release. Let's go.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I'm ready!
Cool, bruv. So let's just jump right into Dillian Whyte, this whole Dillian Whyte situation.
What's your lot's reaction to that when you heard about it?
I felt bad for Dillian, man, to be honest. I felt like, you know, you've been grinding so hard, everything's been stacked against you, and then now all of this has just happened. So I don't know, because obviously the results haven't really come out as he's guilty or he's innocent.
It's just another roadblock, isn't it?
Yeah, all I can say is if he did maliciously take it, if he allegedly took it, that was poor decision making. You should know better. But, you know, with all the shit that goes on nowadays, I don't even know. And the whole situation of these lot knowing before the fight, not telling Oscar Rivas, that's a bit messed up, man.
I was thinking to myself, when I heard the news, I was like, alright, cool, I ain't gonna jump on the bad guy and say, yo, he's a cheat on anything. Yeah, I just wait for a couple of days or weeks, let everything clear out in it, because that's where you get the best answer in it. But till this day, like, you got a Vida, is it
Vada,
and there's another one.
UKAD, isn't it?
UKAD, and I think there was another test that he passed as well, and he failed the UKAD. He failed one sample of the UKAD testing.
UKAD.
Yeah.
UKAD.
Is it just them two?
There's two.
Was it three? Vada, UKAD.
Vada, UKAD, right?
And
Is one of the.
I don't know what it's called.
It is USADA, but I don't know if he was tested by them.
No, he wasn't tested.
No.
I think.
It's British Board of Control.
UKAD. I had a case about UKAD. You try and finesse people out here. They're like John Molina. Like they try and extort him for money.
What?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What's this?
They said, look, we give you money. Like
Eric Molina.
The
heavyweight. What, the heavyweight? Yeah.
The heavyweight guy.
I heard him in the news.
So basically, they tried. He had one fight. And then they said that, alright, cool. Give us this much money, then we say, yo, you're cleared.
Yeah.
Cool. But there's a video on it as well. There's a video on it. Yeah. Swear down, there's a video.
He came out. He was in the news recently.
There, man.
That is booky, you know.
I was saying, booky business out here.
I mean, you can tell. Like, we could go back a couple of years to Tyson Fury, when, you know, he had his whole thing, and he was going through the mental health situation. You know, whether that's true or not, you never know. So he had 2 or 3 years out of the ring anyway, and he still had this case, which there was so many meetings scheduled, but nothing ever came out of these alleged hearings.
It took like 2 years for them to actually.
So the decision they came to as a boxing board, which just goes to show in boxing you don't have to follow the protocols and the guidelines and the procedures. Like, we'll get onto that in a bit as well with the WBC, but it just shows that, okay, you know what, you've had 3 years out the ring, we'll just use that as your ban. Like, what, you're just making up rules now? Like, the Nandrolone's just done. It doesn't even, like, no one really sees it as an official ban.
Yeah.
Now it's clouded as Tyson Fury's like mental health hiatus, his break from his career. No one's really seeing it as the whole UKAD situation. And it was from before the Klitschko fight, and they found out after. They published it after.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was published after the Klitschko fight, if you remember.
Yeah.
Like, with the Nandrolone and all that shit. It's just booky, man. It's just, you know, it's very suspicious. Suspicious.
Because he passed you, is it you that well, I can't
UKAD?
Not UKAD.
Vada,
he passed you, Vada, He passed the whole test. But
Vada's kind of booky as well.
Like, bro, they just said, nah, they just like, nah, I think he passed the first test, but the second test, they failed him. Like, what's going on? It's like I said, it's funny business. Only reason I know about the Eric Molina case is, because this guy I subscribed to on YouTube, Bruce fucking Vane, my guy gave me a heads up on that one, so,
Do you not know the substances that he was on, or like they're saying he's on?
Some metabolite or whatever.
Because
it breaks down into 2 substances. It was like trace finding. The reason it was found in the UKAD test and not the VADA test is because a fighter pays for VADA testing, and they don't want to pay. There's limited testing,
Yeah.
like where it's not as strenuous and it's not as often, and then there's like the full testing where they come anytime, any place, very often, multiple times. There's 2 batches of testing. That's just in boxing anyway. That goes with all the fighters. So you can buy, I forgot the name, but I will just call it limited testing for now. Where you do get tested,
Yeah.
but it could be once, like a month before, and then that might just be it. Or, you know, it's not as, you know, knuckled down as the more expensive version.
Yeah.
And as a fighter, you don't want to really just, you know, oh, I'm fighting this guy, I don't want to pay all that much, you know what I mean? But, yeah, at the same time, you've got to look at both sides. Like, if this is the case, then it's like, have fighters nowadays been this sly to the point where they know how to use all these masking agents and they know how to time all these systems getting into their body and cycling out of their body?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, so.
I saw it didn't work for the drug test before.
You did, yeah.
The thing is, yeah, with
That's
that
for
the first
over-the-counter
one,
substance.
Why? It's like
Why would he purposefully
do it again.
And plus, you're so close to get
the
out.
title,
You know.
he's
Yeah,
on a
yeah,
streak
yeah.
and he's. I don't actually see him doing it like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, it was like. I don't know, like he didn't even look in shape for the fight. Like he was in fighting shape, but he was heavier than he was usually. Like usually.
Yeah.
Although I have to be diplomatic here, like, you know, one might think, oh, I'm not in shape, maybe I have to take something. You know, no, I'm not saying he did. Like, I don't know what side to lean to be honest, because it's like, how on earth did that get in your system? But, you know, everyone's been split on this. It's the first time we've ever had something like this where everyone's just been split since, I don't know, like, since Povetkin failed his test a few years back. And everyone was like, no, Povetkin's innocent, Wild didn't want to fight him. And he was, you know, the fight was already booked in Russia. And people were saying, no, the guy's booked it, he wanted to fight, like, da-da-da-da-da-da. So there's both sides of the coin there. There's also both sides of the coin here, like, you've got, like, the American lot who are just demonizing Wilder already because of one UKAD finding, like they haven't seen that he passed the VADA test. Like, they're just neglecting that whole shit. But then there's also people just declaring he's innocent right now. We don't know what's going on. They don't even know.
But the thing is, yeah, once you're caught with something, like in boxing, you're just known as a cheater.
Yeah.
Like, is what it is. Like
somewhat, to an extent.
It depends.
To an extent, and it depends how it happens.
Some people get away with it now.
yeah.
It's true. Like, would you have ever guessed Shane Mosley took steroids? Roy Jones.
Shane Mosley did though.
Yeah, but he's not remembered for that.
Yeah.
Roy Jones isn't remembered for that. Like.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, a lot of fighters doesn't know. Like, everyone just forget that. Like.
And this is why I feel bad for Dillian Whyte, because there's too much focus on this, and I feel like he will be remembered for this, and this is harsh, and that's pretty harsh. You know what I mean?
Depends if he's guilty or innocent, to be honest. Like,
but it's
I
like,
can't really say it.
how will they find out, and how will you go against? Like, they haven't even released the B sample yet.
It's hard because even if you are innocent, it's hard to come back from that. Like,
yeah.
The thing, I remember when Lucas Brown got remember when he went over to Russia and then.
I actually did think something fishy went on there. In that one.
I actually believe that he was innocent. Like,
Yeah.
I still believe that he was innocent up to this point, but yeah, it's just PEDs and like boxing. It's just a whole nother topic.
It is, to be honest.